Yo, what's good? King of the Pit TV. There's ROCKSTEADY at King of the Pit TV signing in. We listen to Exhumed's debut album, entitled Gore Metal, I think it was. Yeah, Gore Metal. 11 tracks on this record. The playlist states 13, 2 videos were deleted, but it is the official Exhumed playlist, so it would make sense if there was 11 tracks on here, because it felt like it was an 11 track record. 2 more would just be too much material for this sound. I think it's too intense to have it go on forever. So Gore Metal was the title of the record. Death Grind, I came across this through listening to The Bleeding by Cannibal Corpse recently, and I went on the Wikipedia page of The Bleeding and I came across, I went on a little rabbit hole and found that Death Grind and Exhumed was a name that came up in reference to Death Grind, and I thought, you know what, it makes a nice change, let's check it out and let's do this band. And yeah, I put it on and it was an interesting experience. There's pros and cons on this record in my opinion. So the production is really good. I don't know if I was listening to a remaster. It wouldn't surprise me if this was remastered, because for a 98 record it sounds really good and it has a really modern sound to it. It feels like there's a little twist and turn on each and every instrument, which gives it a unique sound, which is a blessing and a curse really, because if you are used to and like a more traditional sort of sound of a band and allow the sound engineer to do what he needs to do, as far as the actual production of the record, instead of guitar effects and bass effects and all of this weird and wacky stuff on the drum kit and whatnot. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but basically it had a unique sound. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you won't do. And I'm in two minds about it, because sometimes you just like the basics, don't you? You just enjoy listening to what you're used to and familiar with, and just hearing a band do it better or approach that sound from a different perspective, as opposed to sort of going out of their way to create a different sound. But with that being said, it wasn't like so odd that it turned me off. There was a lot of good moments on this record. In particular, the moments that suited me best were the hardcore adjacent moments. The grind, as opposed to the death in Death Grind. I enjoyed those moments the best. There were some good moments, but with that being said, I found truth be told, I found this a boring record. I thought it was boring. I thought it was too much all the time. They could have summed it up in the space of 7 to 8 tracks, and too many different ideas. The sounds of the guitars, the riff ideas generally just didn't really please me too much. I'm not a fan of the vocals. Too many different vocal approaches, which is just, it's overwhelming. You always say too many chefs, that quote. There's just too many going on. We should have just chilled it out and had 1 or 2 vocal approaches and stuck with that. Wasn't too fussed. I feel like this genre, if not this particular style of sound, it's incredibly hard to pull off, because I don't like the graininess of grindcore. I don't like the grainy tones that the guitars come up with, that, the fuzzed up guitars and stuff. I don't like that sound. I don't like the 2-pronged attack and the phrasing, the actual phrasing of the lyrical content. It's too zany and wacky, and it's just not for me. I'm gonna rate this album. I'll be generous, because I appreciate it and I appreciate the sound, but it's not for me. It's not my taste. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Give it a 5 out of 10. It sounds good. The band is clearly talented. It's a great, unique approach to metal in comparison to what we've been listening to on this channel generally. But it's like, pick a side really, instead of just flirting around in this space where you can be a bit more experimental. I don't want experimentation in my metal. I just want it to be given to me at face value, drive it home. And yeah, a bit too much going on in this record for me, in all honesty. But that being said, good record to air drum to. The panning of the drums was quite interesting, not in a bad way. I actually liked the panning of the drums. The bass guitar had a cool fuzz to it, which I appreciated. The guitars were okay, nothing mind blowing. Guitar solos, lead guitars, whatnot, were okay. You know, I'm not too fussed. Vocals, I could take them. Sorry, you can tell I'm tired. I would leave them rather than take them. You know, I'd switch out that vocal approach, have something different in there. Which a lot of people would disagree with me on, because the unique value and the actual, you know, approach to the vocals is very good and creative, but it doesn't touch me like that. We're going to do another video. We're going to look into the Wikipedia next and see if there's anything interesting in regards to this record. I'll see you there.